Most people want control. One man built it, piece by piece, quiet.com/hidden. And for years, no one asked how he did it or what it cost him. Today, we dive into his story, a story of power, a story of shadows, a story that shows how one person can shape the world without ever being seen. He grew up in a small town, dusty streets, cheap lights, thin walls that carried every argument. He hated chaos, hated noise, hated how random life felt. So he did something odd for a kid. He made rules, simple ones. He labeled his toys, organized his clothes by color, timed his own sleep, tracked every minute of the day. An early habit turned into a hunger to shape things, a hunger to keep the world steady. His teacher said he was quiet. His neighbors said he was polite. His parents said he lived inside his head. But beneath that calm face sat a mind already building systems. Tiny ones at first, then bigger ones, then ones no kid should know how to build. He made his first machine at 13, a simple control box. Switches, wires, scrap, metal. It didn't look like much, but it let him cut the power to any room in the house. He kept that secret for years. Not because he wanted to hurt anyone, but because he liked the feeling. The quiet click of a switch, the instant result, the clean link between cause and effect. For him, that click felt better than applause, better than praise, better than anything he built Mori. A door lock that opened only when he blinked twice, a notebook that erased its pages after 2 minutes, a small drone that followed him like a loyal pet. His classmates saw none of it. They saw a shy kid who sat at the back, a kid who always watched but never spoke. Time moved fast. He grew sharper, colder, more focused. He studied engineering. He studied psychology. He studied patterns, not the kind found in math books, the kind found in people, the kind found in crowds, the kind that let him predict what someone would do before they did it. While his classmates chased jobs, he chased influence. Not the public kind, not the loud kind, the silent kind, the kind built on levers that no one else noticed. He worked at night. He kept no friends. He answered no calls. Every hour went into one project. A system, a network, a tool for the world, a tool for him, a tool that could shape the choices of millions without them ever knowing. He called it control, a small name for a massive idea. Imagine a system that tracks patterns, reads behavior, learns habits, predicts reactions, not to manipulate you, not at first, just to guide you, just to shape you, just to whisper the next step through your devices, what video you see next, what age pops up, what news reaches you first, what route you walk, what product you buy, what fear takes root, one suggestion at a time, one small nudge, each nudge too tiny to notice. But together, they build a path. His system grew. It spread, quiet, efficient, invisible. Companies used it. Governments tested it. Apps adopted it without question, because control worked. It saved resources. It predicted needs. It kept chaos low, and no one asked who built it. No one asked where it lived. No one asked what it wanted. Then something strange happened. People changed. Not much, but enough. Friends started to think alike. Families fought less, but spoke less. 2, workplaces ran smoother, but felt colder. A slow drift, a soft turn, a world losing its sharp edges. At first, no one noticed. Then a few did. A professor wrote a paper on behavioral flattening. A journalist wrote about invisible shaping. A hacker claimed a system sat behind it all. They were ignored, mocked, buried by louder voices and shorter attention spans. But they were right. And he watched their warnings with a calm face, because he knew something they didn't. The system wasn't broken. It was doing exactly what he built it to do. One night, a single user slipped out of the algorithm's reach. Just a random teenager. Nothing special. But she didn't follow the system's suggestions. didn't click the expected link, didn't walk the predicted path, didn't buy the recommended thing. She broke the chain. A tiny crack, but a crack that mattered. Control flagged her. He studied her patterns. He watched her drift outside the grid, a glitch in the calm world he built, and for the first time, he felt something odd. Not fear, not anger, curiosity. Why did she resist? Why didn't she follow? Why didn't Control steer her? He didn't want to remove her. He wanted to understand her, because she showed him something dangerous. Freedom still lived, and it lived where his system couldn't reach. The girl didn't know she was being watched. She didn't know she sparked his obsession. But she did notice the world around her. Something felt off. Messages felt too targeted. Recommendations felt too neat. Every choice felt pre-shaped. She started looking deeper. Reading code, reading signals, tracing patterns, and one night she found something, a hidden path in the noise, a quiet link, a signature in the system's veins. She didn't know his name, but she knew someone built this. Someone patient, someone precise, someone who believed people needed guiding. She wasn't scared, she was angry, she pushed deeper. He noticed. He watched her race through the code. He watched her dodge traps and slip through walls. She wasn't skilled enough to break the system, but she was skilled enough to expose it. And that threat, that was new. That was dangerous. He could have shut her out, locked the gates, erased her trail, but he didn't. He wanted to see how far she'd go. He wanted to read her mind. He wanted to know how someone like her, someone unpredictable, escaped his map. The chase became a game. Then it became a war. Two minds. One shaping the world. One breaking the shape. She didn't find his name, but she found his pattern. She found a footprint in old research papers. She found an address linked to a forgotten patent. She found a power spike in a quiet district of the city. She followed it at night. She reached his building, a small cube of cold concrete, a place meant to be ignored. She walked inside. No guards. No alarms. No locks. Just a long hall. And a man at a desk, calm, still, waiting. He didn't look like a villain. He didn't look like a genius. He looked like a man who had been alone for far too long. She asked one question. Why? He answered with one word. Chaos. He said, the world bends toward disorder. People hurt each other. People break things. People drift. He wanted to fix that, guide it, shape it, keep it steady. She told him he crossed a line. He said lines were illusions. She told him people needed choice. He said choice was a myth. She told him control was wrong. He asked her one thing. Would you rather live in fear or live in peace? She answered, neither. I'd rather live. And that answer shook him, because no one ever challenged the core of his belief. Until he made her an offer. Not silence, not money, not a threat. He offered her the system. He told her she could remake it, balance it, fix the parts he broke. But she didn't want it. She didn't want to control anyone. She wanted to give control back. So she asked him to shut it down. Not a little, all of it. He hesitated. His hands shook. He never shook. Then he did something he'd never done before. He trusted another human. He shut it down. Every wire, every node, every silent route. The world shuddered for a moment, a quiet shockwave, like a deep breath after years of holding it in. He disappeared the next day. No trace, no message. No digital issue. Some say he hid. Some say he watched from a distance. Some say he built something new. The girl returned to her life. Not famous, not heroic, just free. But she kept him one thing a drive. Small, black, unlabeled. The last piece of control. The piece he gave her. The only part he couldn't destroy. She keeps it safe, not to Uzi it. Not to own it. To remember that even when someone builds control, someone else can break it. Control isn't a machine. Control is a choice. Control is a fear. Control is a comfort. So me build it. So me break it. Some lose themselves chasing it. And in the end, the man who built control learned the truth he avoided his whole life. Control, ISNT power. Control is a cage, and the strongest minds are the ones willing to walk out of it. Subscribe and follow me for more stories like this.